Is it not? What? Hello. Wha- Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to everyone. We are. Oh crap! I forgot my coffee. The whole point, freaking game. Well, I am here to yap about coffee, and I forgot about coffee. Well, not really about coffee. I mean, we're here to watch other people's tea while having coffee. I think like that's the best description of what's happening. Boom, 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 boom. Well, we're like day 8? Wait, controller? Oh no, controller not controlling. Fine, I'll use the freaking mouse. It's not like it's that active anymore. I might check the controller tomorrow for like the monkey game. I hope the power hiccups don't affect. September 25th. Uh, day is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's. Oh, it is day 8. So it's like 8 to over 15. Halfway, for real. Start the day with social media, as is, as is how it is. What? Hello, cause hola. Good evening. But there's no more new pictures. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at. Boom, boom. Only caring about Riona's posts. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? I don't know, Lucas. It's too early. I wonder how everyone's going. I just like came on up ads like trucker fell asleep and crashed near the Sport Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I reckon you wanna avoid the area for the moment. News updates. Road construction. Leonora Avenue. I see. Wait a moment. I'm gonna get my coffee from the fridge. I'll be very quick. Tada! My coffee. Latte. At like 8 p.m. in the evening. This is a very slow start. I mean, I already have my coffee from the fridge, so yeah, now. Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Um, who is the first? Oh, have heaters already. What the heck? Uh, welcome you two. It's a relief to see you two safe and sound. Hi, Carl. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. I see. Living in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully, this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes and bars and restaurants, are they not? What is that notification? It's bothering me. It's new stuff. I should have clicked them. Chocolate micro. Sobo. Jahe to bro. Therefore, good evening. Good, even if in reality it should be good night. We find that very strange. Guess when do you say good night or good evening? I recently talked about this with like other friends, like, and they decided. Well, we decided that if the sun is out, it's still afternoon. Where after 9 p.m., that's when around 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. That's when like night starts, when people sleep. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because of that, theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet our child, and both times have been at night. Duty so embarrassed for her sister. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seems only marginally. Oh, Amanda? Yes, what it is it? I think Crow tried to interject a couple of times. For, Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Crow. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Well, Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language. I mean, a lot of people are like creatures of habit and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I've arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless use of languages can have a much more painful effect. Indeed, we see and we agree, and we apologize for interrupting you, Crow. No, don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious, extraordinary even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our sibling, who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphant. Of course, we did not do such things for the glory, but still we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. Poorly charted. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is a much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. Spill the tea. You're always so professional, girl. Rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? Maybe. What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then. So if I'm gossiping, I can just say, I'm data gathering, everyone. Yeah, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. I would love to listen to yours, but let me at least make you a drink first. You must consider a choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. You're ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. Pressure. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion, but I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not withholding information, Crow, but things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Sounds good to me? Then I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember when the drink? Remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Chocolate? Oh, coffee. Coffee based drink? It was coffee drink. I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. What is a bitter and tart coffee drink? What is a tart? Uh, lemon? Um, black lemon, I guess. You have something to give. Oh yeah, give. ID card. What is? I got it off the agent last time he was here. This is quite something. And thank you, Crow. Truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. Seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have. Somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. Boom, boom. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. I second what Miss Amanda said last time. We feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Very human. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. But an insightful theory, Silver. We have grown wiser. We used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Oh well, I have had to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple of years after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just finding himself, just revealing myself, what he said. Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in many great varieties. Can I auto this? Is it too long? With a near infinity of combinations, did you run a random generation algorithm? AI. Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even at first, it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, it's a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to, some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes, that's always see beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a kindness and trust. Bardos reached from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seem to have the ability to do that. But Gala's passion, I couldn't keep up at all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but I found in this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars, Star Trek, So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. At some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked, matched who I was, made me feel at peace. So I took look a little different from now. And although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same. Different, but same. Yes, different, but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Then I hope I can like shapeshift and just do that. Oh, I can. Oh, is that Laura? No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from me. Dang, Silver has a lot. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she's pantomiming you. Ghosting. Do you mean ghosting? We mean pantomiming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver. Sounds like things are trying very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Her apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drink making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is the land of contradictions, basically humans. It sure is. But to carry on, sibling. Alright, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average, there have been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that yes, it is. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it it is considered out of bounds, angrily dismissed. Entirely horned. I see. Horned? Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close up pictures of their horns. People do that? Oh, yes. I think it will be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'll probably say yes. Oh no! Boss Tico, don't write that! Not that information. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do. I sent my horn. Can you send yours? Before they even write a single word. I can imagine. Even then, sometimes Earthling express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and a black communications. Funny for you is 99.908% of the time? Yes. Hmm. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Goodness. Amanda's been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return, but she's very funny, curious of everything, and her smile. She's deceased. We can sense your hormones boiling. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? Yeah, I really hope so. Do you have a day and time of your date? No, this is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Hmm. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Hmm. Or not? No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. Hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We all share our thoughts and desires. It's difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It's very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There's so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. We said that online networks were like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think that you could ever adopt the way Silver has? Silver is different, and even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. This is why he has become such an amazing explorer. That is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us, but once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. It seems you are picking up some earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should be more complete. And Silver's on his way to get on getting a date. It would appear so. Oh, why is he sad? Amanda, we have to go. What? Again? That call was bad news. The agent. Too late. Just hide behind the counter, quick. Good evening, Mr. Agent. I'm very shiny. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. I cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilian in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like the rain's like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, do you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall. No? I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. But when I work at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh, it's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them. Is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? Can't say that I have. Don't come here all that often. But always seem very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? Seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. I got distracted by the phone. God dang it, Hyde. What the heck? Why do you look like that? I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. That makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building. Are you threatening people on Tomodachi, Mr. Hyde? Never mind. Oh, that, maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. Very shiny head. But you can't waste your time on a cold drill either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with an alien situation. Obsessed? Is that really that big of an issue? Well, having unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. The average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the invisible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Oh, for one, it just muddle things, no matter how much they try to look like Earthlings. They were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now their aliens don't look like aliens. What does that mean? You know, and where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decide they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. In the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All the time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So how do you go about detecting them exactly? That's one easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. Makes it all clear, right? Alright. I do wonder though, what is it? I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? They all have different personalities, different looks. For me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away but they feel an earthling at heart, would they really be more different than people who live in this city? Than the people in my city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful? At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right. That's one boring answer. Law is the law. Despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens. Oh, well, it's not so much the law is stringent against them, it's more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens or anything resembling it. There's no law even acknowledging their existence. Whew, I didn't know that. But why is that a problem? No reason. That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence, and there's been no thorough analysis of how they cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away at least for now. Safer for whom? It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself, and going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, might as well aim for a promotion. And just call us at fire if you spot any aliens, right? Seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward if they want their businesses to stay in business. Uh, what was that? Just a coffee machine. Seems to have restarted now. What? That's a relief. Right. Think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises. Just on be on the safe. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, that is a local cat. Come over once before. It looks like maybe hiding from another stray. It's very cute. Good kitty. I think it likes you. What sort of place is this? With your fiddly machine and your weird pets. And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. There's one weird phone, if that is a phone. I guess you're off the hook for now. You and your cafe. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. We can just transform, Amanda. Soz. I found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. I apologize. This is just nerves. We're truly sorry for the disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But you should be sticking around. Should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No, I lured him away. At least for now. You did? Well, it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. Bought some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Meow. We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel the earthling's intent better than usual. It's expressed it clearly. It wishes the rest to rest and be left alone. I I feel out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink and one for silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting. What would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I'd really appreciate a hot, very sweet, comforting drink. Very sweet? Honey? Oh, that's lemon. Brak. Honey chocolate. Serve. Serve. Here we go. Plenty of sweetness in this. This tastes amazing. Thank you, Crow. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. I like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You become quite savvy at navigating these situations, even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. Why? The agent doesn't know you come from outer space. It's more complicated than that. Girl, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yeah? Well, it's not exactly a cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, I've been the basis of operations. For SAVE. SAVE? Society for Alien and Various Extraterrestrials. Whoa. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you said I had to become savvy, you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are arriving on Earth and as confused and as scared. And those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life and hear how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. No, it wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It's all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling. Amanda, I really do love you. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. No, I'm kidding. This is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. Boom, boom. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Hmm. Silver. Is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this part, and you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you, and please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others, and we're grateful. Good night, Carl. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night, Carl. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. With all that good night, it's making me feel sleepy already. Holy, what a night. It's been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose you have a new four-legged friend now? I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. Meow. Ah, well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Gingerbread coffee. Bleh. December 26, 2023. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers website. First workaholic treatment center to open in 2024. I know someone that needs that. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming in Alki Beach. Whoa. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Check the phone. Amanda still doesn't have anything on her phone. Well, same as Silver. What? She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's a 100. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long. Maybe it's just me. With all my experience in VR, I would agree. I still get dizzy. And I don't get like movement sickness that much normally. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. Feels like to have someone depends on you, you know? Busy all day. Don't forget to drink water. Yes, don't forget to drink water. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good. Today's delivery cutoff time. 1500 hours. No night shift. Some feel like it's going to be a long night. Or not. What? Good evening. Hey Crow. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Why is the weather so bad? Oh, it's September. I just realized. Never mind. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde. Was there just the other day? Ah, that's right. Thanks for giving him the key card, by the way. You saved me $100. Not a wait, what? A replacement key could have cost me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Ooh, pricey. Glad Mr. Hyde was around to help then. Yeah. I didn't think he'd be in Seattle, to be honest. Oh, but didn't you call him for his spare key? I did. So let's just say I had a hunch. There's a pattern to his visits, even if he isn't aware of it. He'll fly here whenever he gets tired of something. Could be work, life, or simply because he's bored, like with LA recently, or so he says. I see. I never knew he liked Seattle that much. Or there's something that keeps him coming back here. Really? What is it? Take a guess. Ah, ha. Well, if I have to guess. You! God dang it. Maybe you? Okay, said it. Me? I mean, the two of you are very close. And good bonds are hard to come by these days. I see. Well, it's not someone's big on attachments. Or so he claims. Is that right? Who knows, maybe that's changing. Because the answer is more or less your coffee shop here. Nah. Really? There aren't a lot of places with good crowd and warm atmosphere. With an excellent host to boot. And as you said, good buns are hard to come by. What's not to like? It would be truly an honor if he felt that way. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yes, moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yeah, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm sorry to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. Oh, SMTJ, STMJ. There's milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. How do you make that again? Bue. Oh no. Is it not here? Mm. Oh no. You have to actually guess. Oh no. Oh no, that's milk. Honey? Ginger? Honey ginger milk? No. Wrong. Milk, ginger, honey? Oh, there we go. Goodness. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. Hmm. So what's in it again? It's a blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients: susu telur, madu jahe, milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog, albeit spicier and not as rich. I can see why Andrew likes it. It's a great stamina drink. Probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as remembers to take breaks, maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. And consider it done. The rain and like thunder is like making me sleepy. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh? Why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. It's not exactly great outside either. Thought you like this kind of weather. Hmm. Him, yes. His car, not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now you mention it. You may be very right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, he gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. You're also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah, and he kept bringing up the past too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I really realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say though. It's a strange longing for times gone by, considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast, which is ironic. Oh! Ay, 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 is that Cass? Hello, Cass. Ay, ay, ay. What is... I got jump scared by the ay, ay, ay. Coffee ups. E. Comfy cozy ups. I'm actually getting too comfy and I'm feeling sleepy at like 9 p.m. It's like, oh no. I just drank coffee and I'm feeling sleepy. What the heck is happening? Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you. Time to drink. I just finished a cup of coffee. It does not work on me anymore. Time to drink it again. I think that's a great idea. I have to make more. Considering our lifespans, you should think we'd get used to it at some point. If I have like a hand cam, I'll just make coffee and make it on stream or something. Never completely anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Dinosaurs. Just drink coffee. You just realize I usually never see your like comfy emote. Wait, it actually exists. Get used to this after a while, huh? Pretty much. People who, oh, best girl. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Tea, cinnamon. Have I not made it yet? Tea. Where's the tea? I have not. Lemon? But it's not Russian tea. It's the other way around. I always get confused. Mhm. It is. You have stuff to give. I do not. Russian tea for the lady rushing to deliver. That's a good one. Yes. Oh, September. Wait, what? September 18th? Her birthday is tomorrow. That's perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? I should like, you should like draw her. No, you should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up contacting after all. Connecting after all. We did, yes. But truth be told, I wasn't really sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away to my surprise. I had no idea he was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met, which was another surprise since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. I see. How peculiar. In any case, you exchanged phone numbers and texting ever since. Then he said he wanted to meet up and speak in person, which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out? Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Hmm. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstance. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. Wow. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. How did you manage to resolve your issues with children? The look with Gala. Sorry? Oh, I mean, the hospital admission problem from the other day? Oh, that. For me, there I thought I had beef with kids that I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. And no worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Ah, yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually, at a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at Bourne intersection? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. So you know the area? I know the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now, but it's heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's been done with it since it's located in a very populated, cultured-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. Is it haunted? And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were calling. A flea market, huh? Hmm. Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There's a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. Stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. The hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers, and the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Is that accident prone area? Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area. There's a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh, are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh, boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Crow, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck because it is. Hot damn goodness. You'd like me to give it to you for now? Nah, it's fine. Just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We're just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh, you got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry I had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send the coordinates if you'd like. That'll be real swell. Got it? Okay. Oh, is it written within the area you expected or pretty much? Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. Can rest assured you already increased patrols in that area. That's great, but I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you out of all people doubting my skill, Curl? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Crow. And don't forget my lighter. Espresso. Pa pa pam pam pa pa pam pam. Para pam 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 pam. Yes, interesting lighter indeed. Serb. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Crow. You probably think I'm being silly. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Don't lose it if it's your lucky charm. Yeah, yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Just don't have anything of the sort. I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect, as always. You ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty. Because it's my cheat day. A sure thing, any specifics in mind? I saw the video of Spanish hot cocoa the other day. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I have thick cocoa and got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. So it's chocolate and milk and spice, I guess. Hopefully. If it's not, I'll just change. Spice Lady. Spice Lady? That's Is not desserty enough. I'm gonna try again. Uh choco up chocolate milk and ginger spice. Oh, there we go. Where did the where did the churro come from? Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, that's what it's called. That's what we'll call it here at least. Very cool. Then bon appetit. I think this is very tasty. Thanks, girl. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Maybe it's just a tad too spooky, even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops. Uh, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. And all the reason talk about it. Maybe someone here will know something. You got a point there. You know we're talking about the area anyway, right? Yup. Well, I've been patrolling there past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half-mile round trip from intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh? Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah, the commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? we were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Are you expecting something from me, girl? Huh? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand, but I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. So you're telling a spooky story when there's a literal banshee right over there? Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most. I'm gonna confirm tomorrow's her birthday, right? Indeed. Sounds ideal enough. As expected though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Hold on. What a stage setup, eh? Hey, oh, you, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was near the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. Oh no, music change. There were only 4 cars parked that night, 2 spaces across the street and two on the opposite corners side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. The reminder you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay? And at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was to clock out, thinking it was another job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, two side by side, one across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you, in a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just one tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out. Suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going further and further away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh, you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrared's actually meant to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool though. Yeah, I may be laughing now, but I almost pit my spill. I almost pissed my pants there. You see. Well, whoever they were, they sure work fast, right? Anyway, girl, I think I was want another drink. All the talk is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. What do you like? What do you suggest? Hibiscus, probably. How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can use the red flower stuff you have as a base. I mean, hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then, like a red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Straightforward. Ginger. Mm, One piping hot jahe roselia for you. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, te means tea, and roselia means roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see. A legit herbal drink. Very herby, spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, girl. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, pups. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a second, what do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun here, little encha? I don't know, Pops. Maybe I've been. Maybe it's even something crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be of any use at all, but officer, are you aware of the story behind the tree? Is it a hanging tree? Oh no. Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market in the street, correct? Right. They called it the fairy market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all other blah, 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 including all other uncategorizable beings at that time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. So that before Vindication Act, way before that, many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as like not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fair market was created in the first place, to ensure transient survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one, the market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn across the intersection, just so people would notice and come and take a look. Sounds kinda too low key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. Oh, and that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless. While the laws were still shaky at best, then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of beings involved, most people couldn't, well, help but forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. No! Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that nobody was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the case had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When semi spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that though. As banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the businesses, so the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes, and that's mess up. Beyond mess up, Pops. Whoa, I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, pups. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Oh, stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately. That's why there used to be a memorabilia around the tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory, but wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. I'm really confused at Scala. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I've missed? It's quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable, so no need to feel about it. So that's so. No, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Riona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Crow. Take care. Pom. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Crow. You don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? Hmm, I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk. The fresh feeling and the cool brightness to it. Mint. I'm quite partial to the blue pea. Okay, blue pea, mint. Whoa. I'll order something for you, may I? Sure. Or could you try this mix? Saw this pretty drink in a video and it looks perfect for a lady. Yep, what is it? The blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Thank you for box seating. Boom. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice. Very pretty. Boom. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. Mm, looks looks exactly what I envisioned. You're a G. Certified G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, the whole case earlier though. Um, Was a lot to take in. I mean, it's that also about the whole forgetting thing. That really gave me chills. Why? Uh, don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understand you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way, the traditional way. Oh, care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Uh-huh. Now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that, though, I can ask a little teeny tiny question. Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before. So I know it's not impossible. Who, for real? Her part was of a sorbet area, and she was not well known. What's a sorbet area? Sorbet is like ice cream. I mean, she was a secondary character. Back in 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of a second act, usually before evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to their patrons, often desserts, hence sorbet aria. Oh, that makes sense. Actual ice cream. Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something? Yes, things are different nowadays. People are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She played a confused maid role at the end of an opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. I wonder indeed. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out herself. It was funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works. It always stuck with me nonetheless. So I've left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh huh. You're just trying to follow a path that was been troubled before. And that's not a bad thing, especially for beings like us. Just being careful yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Hmm. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's going to remember us? Whoa. Right, Crow? No comment? Ah, why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Do you guys wanted to be remembered? And if yes, for what? I don't know. As bunches see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? Uh, can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere thanks to my dad. Dad, dad was like very Excited. Exciting. Oh, we weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. Sometimes dad would drop by to give us some money. Sometimes. Then he'd just leave a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when. Oh god, I'm so sleepy. Goodness, sorry. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. I probably like sleep after this day. Oh, I should be doing like 3 days, but which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. Nah, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was weird to receive the news of death from an attorney, knowing he passed away by himself, and how it took them a week to find. Oh God. Oh, natural causes, by the way. So, I mean, how did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where are my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me. And you guys just kind of haunted me. Haunted how? My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean, in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking my mental fist at him. Gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that. I see. But then I received the news that he left me the house. Like, I know he had no money. That house is probably one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could do was think about what went through his mind exactly. The fact that he had a will at all was probably already a surprise for you. Exactly. How am I supposed to think of that? What am I supposed to think of him? Does it even matter anymore? When he's already long gone? Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help my family bills, and of course, so I could stay alive as well. That way, I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting tougher, getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all, so I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like the production house, but I needed the money. Someone threw my vlogs. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in, and was one of the youngest here. I tried to get along with everyone. Hmm. But you see, we're all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. Hmm. That didn't discourage me at all, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot from there, not gonna lie. Still, but what ended up destroying my willpower was actually something real close, you know? Myself. What do you mean by that? Well, in a house where everyone wants to be the main character, each of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah? Eventually, I was assigned one too, which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially, with heavy emphasis on what. I had a lot of nicknames too, like, hey, ya baby goat. What are you up to now, satyr boy? Here comes the party goatee, Mr. Excess. We're gonna go fishing again tonight, or what? Fishing? Uh, you had to go out and try to hit on people, and we weren't allowed to come home unless we failed spectacularly or scored. Oh. Hey, I always tried to be the punchline though, because there were always more views when something ended badly. It was still the worst because I still had to act it all out, bothering people or pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk for jokes, just so all look fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it honestly. Because in the end, all of it just reminded myself of my dad, And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall far from the tree after all? So yeah, the whole thing just really, really, really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah, well, long story short, being tokenized suck. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. Uh-huh. Just don't want to take up more of your time. So I can just ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Ah? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. Hello, Chu. How are you? That Ami emote is like what I am feeling right now. I am EP. Yeah, I even drank coffee. 9 EP. Crowd edge, kinda. I don't even know why. I was like, I need to finish at least 3 days for progging story. So I can finish games on stream. Coffee also have the opposite effect for me. Coffee is now relaxing for us and just making us sleep. I even got like regular coffee and it's a cafe. What did I get anyway? Cafe latte from the combini. It's not even the coffee all light thing. It's like EP. It's probably this game as well because it's chill. I'm just reading. You know when like people read books before going to sleep. I think this is what's happening. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you work hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of what I've been doing all in the first place. But that actually looks so cool. Kozikai, all to justifies the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. Popcorn. Just eating popcorn before going to sleep. He'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have the much money ready to use at the moment. So I really like this character so much. I'm biased probably. But I realize it's her birthday tomorrow. I'm like thinking, do I want to draw her? Maybe. But I'm sleepy, so I'll probably do it tomorrow morning. I will attempt. Wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally it will have like an interview at first, then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna be take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do, but I did start my vlogging journey on my own too. So I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. Ah, I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay, thanks for considering me though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Uh, Looks like I have to go. Okay, it's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. Hope we meet again like this. If you want to, maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Crow. So if I bored you, no, truly, it was my pleasure. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around. Safe trip. All right, see ya, Crow. Come again soon. I think tonight was the most I have talked in the past 2 years, and I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Crow. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you around. Hmm, I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon, and we'll be waiting always. Safe trip, Miss Riona, and have a good night. I want to do another night. There's no hide in sight. I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. Boom, 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 boom. Do I continue? Yeah, sure, why not? One more night. One more night. Number 27. It's really nearing the IRL days. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elevated metal band. Avatar. Avatar. Social media. Have you ever heard a story that wows you? So you try to go for your dreams because you're inspired to do something? Share your story. Which is so cute. I'm thinking of taking an easy day because self care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while, too, everyone. Normal schedule. Dinner with the team. What is that creature? Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up, and the weather's keeping quiet. The weather's actually so chill. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Oh, Miss Gala. Again. This is hide here. Oh, yes, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna continue the night. Picking Pujoshi. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you too. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, just fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness. Are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just, Well, for starters, my Fury is giving me a hard time. Fury? Is it full moon already? Nope, but sometimes I get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days ago, before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury, and it changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels, can give us a headache, and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual, and a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with that? Never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Crow. Since a Galahad can suit your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well. Maybe, but I think it need to be a more relaxing, like Galahad, but no caffeine and maybe blue. So Galahad, but blue, milk and ginger, milk and ginger. I like that they basically Galati. Okay, how the heck do you make a wolf like that? I don't have stuff. Here you go, a Galati for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Crow? Ah, no, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. That almost make it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Call it a sixth sense. Right. See how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. Heidi's actually not talking. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Crow, I guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, it wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, or refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend the entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And hide. I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now I feel when Fury is about to hit. I think you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I woke out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling, looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either, it's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Crow. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if I wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old, and I've never been this bored my entire life. Interesting, you usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. Not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Crow. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. No need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? It's not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. They had to be elegant, well made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on Billboard for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days now with slow fashion and the like? That's true. People are trying to get into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but doesn't constitute a bond. So you're saying that you're like to leave a more of a mark? Hello, Stroy. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you. Pop, pop. I'm just like reading and trying not to fall asleep from being like too relaxed. How are you? Maybe so. It'd be nice if I did something that people remembered and became a part of their lives in a real way. You know, you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you. Dude, why are you like so gay? Just kiss already. That's not the same thing. Did you say they follow you because you think they're pretty? This guy said, not me. I just read it. It is not Crow that is talking, that is Hyde. Because I think you're pretty awesome. No, you are awesome. Hello, hello, Star. Enjoy the lurk. The lurk. The lurk. It is the lurk, right? I forgot what I said there. Oh, yeah, it is. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years to exhaust yourself for 14-hour shifts? Oh, God. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Boom, boom. Dude, that's a point. See what I'm dealing with, girl? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Well, perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, oh god, I misclicked. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met? Anything? Oh god. The blood. The blood. Oh, for sure. Hibiscus ginger ginger. Hibiscus ginger ginger. He didn't say anything. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. You got to help fix a sock dryer at like 2? Wait, what time is it there? Is it like morning? Saj, you'll lurk around then. I appreciate the lurk very much so. Thank you, Stroy. Hmm. Heh, nice crow. And you lost your bet, Hyde. It's like 8. Ooh, a bet? When Hyde was swallowing self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. But you need sleeps. Yeah, go rest. Go rest and eat. Actually, I'm feeling pretty sleepy. I just want to like finish 3 days for like this game. So it's like on pace for like, you know, a couple of hours, at least 2 hour streams. Talk. Rest well, Stroy. And I bet you could remember what he liked even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner at a place of my choosing. Relax and enjoy the lark. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why won't you? Actually, third person. Oh, hi everyone. It's Lua. Hey, Lua. Facebook. Tomodachi. Is Tomodachi more Facebook? Was his friend's Twitter? Supermodel. Structured entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Gala. Wait, what were they all September babies? It's just his birthday the other day. When is Hyde's birthday? February 8th. Feb 29. Rachel. George is 1st of June. October 2 for Lua. Hmm. August 10. Bailey's. January 12. 13th of May. Where's Lucas? December 3. Well, yeah, they don't have birthdays yet. Busy night? I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you. Especially since it had been a while, but we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. It's been getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. If that's alright, girl. Of course, what would you like? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. Love a lemon and honey drink. Then, uh, anything? Lemon honey blue pea. That's like boring, boring answer. Just guessing randomly. Just the same but different color. Coffee, chocolate, 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 and does that work? I don't know. I'm gonna try. I hate that it's just like that. Might as well just give her the purple one. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost her recovery. Thanks, Dr. Crow. We are doctor now, apparently. This is truly lovely. Just what I needed. Hey guys, Zup. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get big contract. I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. Part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you're probably gathered that Bai and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bai means well. He suggests all these things think he'd that he thinks I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And when I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, it makes me even more annoyed. And it's not great, I know. It'd be easier if we'd always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? And that's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. And that's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, with the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want to buy to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing that might not be even the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it feels all wrong to me. This is like making me scared. I know I'm not like getting married in like the near future. Like, is this like how marriage is scary? The more it feels wrong to me. Papa. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bai. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. Been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties that put together very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends, their colleagues, and they rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands and they wear designer dresses, bespoke suits. I used to look at this and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or what that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? Now that's up. That's up how you communicate, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. And this is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bai wants to honor that, and he'll feel awful if he thinks I don't, or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership, to celebrate it properly for starters? Right. And who are you in the partnership with? I believe you met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I'm glad you remembered that because you were making it sound like you are in a relationship with your friend who got married and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. That is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Look, I really want a friend that's like Hyde. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you like. What? The way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. Yeah, it's just my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey also about to become your family? We sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or argue anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't I? You're giving me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. I think Hyde's gonna be a counselor or something. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. There we go. Hmm. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. You're looking to change career, Hyde? He is bored of modeling. He finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had the proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped up an old film camera and a proper relic. I hadn't seen one since the 60s. Granted, has an old black and silver camera with two lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. And she said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience, something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more. But everything felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. And she only took pictures once in a few minutes of that. Is that unusual? Yep, most fashion photographers run dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry about her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time. We got kind of friendly, I guess. She let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her, and then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. As for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I look really like me. You know, all me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea. I think of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'd be both doing us a solid. No, and then? Well, maybe it's because I look at so many of them recently. But apparently, film is Make a big comeback for wedding pictures? It's really what you said. It captures the light beautifully. It's more a personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who? Me? No, the other bumper who works, who's looking for a new line of work. I think you got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm distinguishedly sentimental these days. I'm not that far gone. Attending one weddings give me cavities, let alone several per month. Forget about it then. No, no, don't forget about it at all. It will be perfect for you. Come on, hide. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. You love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the part, offend the parents. But more importantly, you do something these people they'll never forget. They'll look at your pictures their whole lives. That's not leaving a mark. I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if that's the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep in my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, right. Let's make you as well. I'll have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thinking and talking. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Crow. See you later. Good night, you two. Here we go again. Last one standing. Indeed, proper night owls. Didn't say anything about the wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. Sounds like you've enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. But there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and next thing you know, don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. And you do that for the rest of 4 years with friends, families, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know. The one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But you do regret trying. No, I guess I didn't. It confirmed for me the marriage and the like. It's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's giving me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people would walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there, like watching a butterfly. fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I cinch off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute when I said we'd be together forever, I meant it. I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating and something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy one, Crow, and I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say I appreciate our one-on-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's pretty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, I just saw notifications. Is that Hyde? Guess where I am? Cause sure as hell don't know. The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Goodness, Gala is from a long living species. Even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Crow? That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair I know a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that and to continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone rooting for me. We're actually immortal. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm. Are you lost? I'm going to go browse some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. As you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde, but some of us will. Hey, I'm gonna say and call it a night. Boom, boom, boom. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. That's racist. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Alvin Burnett will. Here's how to avoid it. Save, save. Actually, day 10? Really? Load game? Uh, oh, nice. Okay. Well, so that is all for today. I am so relaxed that I am sleepy in a good way. In a good way. For pom pom. We are going to like head out to like I think yeah art again. Thank you everyone for coming. Uh, what else do I say? Have monkey stream tomorrow. Hopefully it works better for me. I'm on pace for like one fight per day, and it kind of sucks. I know, but it is what it is. Skill issue personified. Uh, what else? What else? Hmm, I think that's like all. Undefined. Dang it. Bot B bots. Anywho, I think that's all for me. Thank you everyone for being here, for dropping by VODs. If you people exist, thank you and make every day count. Bye bye.